Etiefo me mamajo eba nokware ni adwumadie so me chiache obia na meye eyi kakra bi o me screen no so na eja ya hyase me ma obi bia kwa aba eba nokware ni adwumadie ne so inti no masha asie emre na so abononsia pa mu idie nokra ne so aso se yebeye nokware ni na asa na ebe sha asie ne medentete ho ebe free dwumadie yase baraka the Ramadan Mubarak to all Muslims all around the world. Medenchiama munyina minim said this time the Ghana de ya break fast nessa. Inti no obia didi awie die ye de nokware no ni adwumadie san behihye so. Na machia adofo enyina se Alhaji Bawa Nyankopon enhyiraw se o hweme. Nana hema Nyami shiraw ne debia se ubomachiridom ene Benjamin Pabiti Evans Dakun sorry Daniel oye madamfo me political son ana Sumaila me bra Sumaila baako pe ono so mede enchiama na Sumaila Abdullah owo kase ana Audi Isaka owo BA ana Dr. Jerome Paul G Rahina Linda Chairman Marvin Hajia Sadiq Mama Lou Hawa Ali oye Tafo Pankrono Women's Organizer Mama Tundra de mama the Tundra mechia obaby a obia ana Malam Osman oye Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer ba kope baby a obia nyame nhira ma Becky ye deputy women's organizer ewo Ireland UK Ireland chapter ana afe mebra Kwame Tawia ana afi Mr. Esel Kwesi Joseph Nyankopon adom ono ana ya na oye me flyer ede cheme nyame nhira me bra ne papa unconditional love enono intimidase me hunu se me bra Sabato abe joine nana hema ajoine me pa cho ya monye high na mi hunu de ojoine na enne no entete ho no enya asem ketu akra na Tuesday ya ana me pie inti me pie no ana me care me tim na omo kase asofo essay enya asori yesi kwaku awu aka bi me hu kwaku awu se kwaku awu kase asori dem de ye mwa nipa wo ho nanka ehefa ananka ye mwa nipa bola so ananka ye mwa nipa na die menti ase ne say adenti na asori dem a ehiafo ekoto collection na eduru se omuhia nwa a mo se nyame otra asori dem si ebu enkompe ekohwe ye chi a samre no na Nyankopon say yemfa asori no eniema na yemfa enhwe asori asofo anyway na eye tight no samre na asofo no ye wo ekuo omoye saade no se ekuo no soso no na yenye omo soso no na ukwa asori dem a obenya aduane adi ubenya bibiala ebi adi ewo ho eno ne efre ne say wakwa asori fie inti ukwa niema bia ese na fata bia ubenya bi ekom nkwande nkwande a na otimi kopie mu wo asori fie nkwa ubenya bia di inti die na ene Ghana asofo one man churches ne other churches no ene mo keka no nanka ekomede me ana me ko masalachi na manya baabi ana na manya aduane ani ana eho no nyankopon ana yesom no ho ana se eho ye disco obi anim se disco ukwa utua ansa na wawura dan ni enti no de wo pe no na wawuram na watua na wawuram na de wo kwaye no ho no na watimi aye wantua ye fe ne wantua wunni so na sorry dem na ye yewuram free na yagidi ye bottom scan ko no mo say se obi pe bibia onya wo ho no mo sesen enya asori efie na ye de behwe enkrofo na presby ene Methodist me maame ko Methodist me late mother asori ana okoye Methodist nemu ya momesu ho eno ne a difference na ewu no na minim Methodist niema ni nyina minim bibia ewo Methodist asori emu enti so ka se mema sebi prejudice ma ye nje ye collection ma ye fam wa eye omu eba asori na o pese o kire sen ma ye fam wa na nke ye fa enko ye friend sen ezu enko ta aduane ma mo ani ni so omo so nyame ne bo omu eye asori no de nyankopon ka ye no obi ade ne pe ye de ope efise minim se ye besi nkramo edan a eye individual kra na eye enkramo dan e wo the whole world maako ana eye contribution bani padodo no kra timi ha efa half ukwa abo he ya mimiswa ne efe alaji bi efe no alaji naira on the see nkramo asori dan fe bi kese a the whole abo kwa esi ho ya njeje ntoboa yesoso ana other ones ne so ye jeje ntoboa nkakra na ntoboa na omoje no so obi ahunu se mala mi bia ni wono ma olidi ye fene se masalachi ana ancestor life tua ne kawo ye ntua ne kawo ye na dwuma nti what is the difference ana obi ani wono wo bagwara kramoni asori dan se ohia moa ohia sika ye njeje ye fene se enfan eman nti what has changed Adana Christopher de asemu ye nya atwem saa kwaku ado ana ose ono de sanyankopon ye nadom na se obeye president a obeye wedi ama nyankopon ye nya ayaka ye hawo efa ye ho ben iti se osi cathedral ye nya ne den ono kwa na esi bibida Abraham ne nyankopon shebo ehin fa na ehunu se Abraham ebe frefre omo ana onadofo ne yire kra wa frɛ ne se maame besene ne enko na nyame ma hye ne boname nko kufeli ebi ansi wo hosa iti se kufu ado ne nyankopon ntem asem a eye den na Methodist mo koma ne 100,000 eye tete ne 1 million yen so mo hene ede na mo yen hwehwɛ ne mu saa hwɛ se obi wa sorry dem takwa asem na me ken takwa Methodist oprapra ho o pesika me se mi free takwa enti takwa de pin kra to ho a mete na so obi akwa sorry atete ne mogam aye ato collection na se dru baabi na ohia mwa wo se umfa emwa no efise aden eho no umwa no na akobo ahwan wo de koma children's home ayi ye kan say endrin na omuguzu na nye ye bia mo se ya na nyankopon afrem mo read the Bible no ahwe say de na tete asorifo ne ye no ebi na mo ya na difference wom inti no kwakwado ene ne nyankopon akokantam na se nyankopon awini no na se asoniti na asone nan a enye Ghana fo anasa asori na mo bema ye bebre Archbishop ho ahwani Bako sorry I was say ignore the hardship and contribute towards ye can say national cathedral me di ujanyame Ghana fo di ujanyame asori a wo kono ye nyina ye di ujanyame nyame ne ubedi na mo nyina hypocrisy na mo ye no nyankopon ebetua mo ka kire sei onfa asam nche saa na mo se yade mo kobonsam gyema nyankopon enya mo ye fe ne sento entontom na odi ama omo wo bonsam gyem no kra adestable o mari omo because dia mo ye no eyenya atwem. Imagine say former president John Mahama na ti akonwa we su na niema we ekoso a ka Christian Council aye ye fe ne saying press conference omo keka ho so ebeye ye ka ne saying ho ahwani press conference ni bi but adai muhu kwepo adode a muntimi nkasa because oya akani nti ana John Mahama de ne maame anwono ya ankyem na anwono enye nyame na wo no ye twa ne ho a moja ma ahu na media me send signal de ama enkrofo na sa social media langas no me dagata ni mu dada wo me ho pon ana me ho aye fi nti sa me gina abonten na aka kire me say one me be to the gata sa masa me da mu dada ho na me da nti fi bi e wo wiase mu bia na me ho adi kan ye fi dada nti uka kire me say one me be asia me na obekwa atra ye bekwa atra nti mu aya na mu hunahuna me nti so odogo bi no abe untimi you can't intimidate me I grew up in a Tonsu Bokro midino fanesa udru ahensan ya bisakla ketwakra baba chiro ba bia me me I'm not you can't intimidate me oho kraye mesre mebo o mensa so sedwie na manyamo na me wi amaye o sei meposawo an woya emfa me mfikirechi na me minim ntokwa kum na emom no so wa comment tokwa na me ma reply me ya ade papa intimidate ye buy one get 20 free so de mesia ma wo reply akona kono efisi e wo kra na obi mpekasa enche me amam nkasa me ye soft spoken intini me ye soft to me nyen bia me nyo innocent face na ekita me. It comes with a physical strength come menyam woma because me ye de boba so na tete me nti me de oto so semoko na me de boba ba na to so se menyam wa ababia nim menyam fiko nti dia moya ne de mesra mo me de mpusume afekwa na meye ne mo nti bring it on because my ready gata na wodi mi re me se ho na me da inti me ho bon dada me ho aye fin dada inti nya wo na abeye me ho fin o wa hunu ye fa ne se bidie ra ba na se bidie ra one ne ya ade na o fa bidie de sra ne ho a obeye there be because bidie no odi dware e de hye e de sra inti sa na mete wa adwene ye o ubedwane ye jame o kokra wo nkra inti no me akasa no me ye gidi by nature. I was born like that. Tuka se me kasana me kasaboko wantino. You can have your way. You have another one coming. And your one cran where me some. Konien churchroom. Patricia Appiah and Persuaso. And try. Me simaya or the me bow said G. I mean, we are my posta will say. Inti how na bibia anywhere boom abema ebetimi apusume. Meden se boba chiri de wo ho a eye din a ye paye mpai no eno na chi no me na me wo ho enti no mesa chia adofo na mama abusuafo nyina akwa abana minya nwie na ntete ho no me se kwaku ado ana ne nyankopon akontam ana o say o promise no na se ekufu ado joma amapa na te so ana ogugu saa judges for a diner on your she no trade fair ya bubu no ye nye she ya can say hospital bi so star la de no say dem refi kakra eno so bubu no onye she it say ye JM ye John Mahama sremuni ba esremu jatsa be ma ahofa onim nyansa ya tete no na meda asofofo no Peace Council, Christian Council, ni we mu nyina ase. Matete John Mahama kasa. It's mama ni nyansa ne adwene a wodi bu man no abra oyusu sika ketewa ede ye niema anwanwaso bebre ene de ne yehwe mokwaku ado na mojeje ne so no ado broni ado gagai ado okrodi ado gagai alias okrodi letter D no ya mo de aka asoso ama so ya mo amunye board na mo de asoso ama no yesi okrodi eye D na di kan na ke atwato de shen fifi na ye 2 letters mo fa hye mo man na enwie ne peye efi say ado gagai wasi edua mu mokokuo ebu abo no a iti Christian Council Peace Council nyame nhyram say motete John Mahama na odis kaketu abi ye yes say ekonyankopon anim a John Mahama ye saint ado broni obi ahu say oye evil obi ahu say sabio na adwene ne te say ni okrodi no pepepe because adwene ne nyansa no eye peace the pictures ni videos na circulate no pepepe na obi adwene te say ya ebeye de na Ghana yakoso enye wono a utimi ko han wo si obi ntwa e-levy etutu bottom tax na uwi a wako han ye friend say ahemfo a jet abesi woni apake ni atua kan no pa wi anwumre ade ne ni ho anya adwuma senya san ka adwene ne ho a obie ne odwene straight a obeye de oye no iti Christian Council monkoso monyere mo ho na monjeje sika no na onfansi na se me kobosom ho ana me ne nyankopon nya apam a eye wo na ubeba abepon me ana eye me ne nyame asem iti on de mo beboa na amomo ano na emu yen free na face so monye ne the other way round say asori ba eba asori no otua tight na eduru baby na ne ho kire no na owu a mo se ontua tight ntino mo nsie no na ekufu ado mo amu yi okọ Pentecost ana okọ Methodist ono de owu a wa ntua tax nso samobo ano enhwehwe ni mu ne nyaatwem falasifo ewo eyeye pemu munyai na nyame ehwem akatua no mu benya ne mo ma adan eyifo no ye fe ne sen gifty afeni dazi ene wawan wanya ambassador BAD ne dedede nyankopon betua aka wudi ne din di agro embra ne so a ono so di din ebedi agro ubenya akatua intimide manu si ne mede ntete ho na si na mema Dr. Lawrence Mesrew na maye hite kakra mema wakwa aba no kware ne adwumadie ne so
IMMA-ADIZA majiso michetifo ene omomo hwe ne omomo befre nyina ena mema kamofo nyina so Ramadan Mubarak
yedase endie na ansa na yebehya ase no etiefo mekai mo se na masaka mo se de yebehya ase 6:30 enam Ramadan ntifi se e wo se mi breaki ansa na mabetena se timinya bibi to my ase a mewia na eja mabonya mempaye because nyankopon de ono a edemeye inti mesaka ya tiefo se mesram ye wie program no a ya munko YouTube na munko follow Waslina TV ubo Waslina TV no we nya ubo no kwaro ni ne within IMMA-ADIZA videos ni nyina be yaba no wa follow me say Waslina TV mun follow na mun subscribe and famami why sra na mesram a mun subscribe on famami nti ene your first topic ni ye is Supreme Court justified in placing injunction on Honorable James Kwesi from holding himself as MP for Asen North. What happens in case of a by-election? Where your questioner Edikan yene etiefo ene Dr. Lawrence Bechichim Ediamaye And a second one, so hey, the hottest woman in town. Obato Bromwa from the tea, Cosine Nasa, Yadi and Swano. Asam na banon kwadi beka bi eye to brom a wo say kwaku adoda kwa odne oda hot se onne ne nyonko ba because obi anim say wa broni ye bisexual ye can say obi ye bisexual opema and osan pemema gay fo ni bia lesbian community ni bi ono openi nyina say woman say girl ni bi pe boy say woman ni bi enu bi na ono ope but o si kwaku adode one ne da ho a ete say de one oba da ho one kae ne aka eno soso ensensem two ne yese wa broni has leveled several serious allegations against certain presidents Ekufu Addo into any accomplices including state sponsors attack on her. Are we safe? Ebi says second one you sha wa wunyini ye abra wo Chinese film ne sa Indian movie no wo hwe de so as wa broni narrating na wo hwe mafia no te said de in other words ne yusu ye can say sakawa no enwa bi na kwaku adu play powerful efo no de bia no omudi bone and they have their way into no say wa broni ye Ghana ni ana onye Canadian citizen and kaniti koda da. Into third one so ye the cost of living and doing business in Ghana is becoming increasingly unbearable. What should we do to turn the economy around? I wish I knew because papa no kwaku adu asay no yenim kwan obefa so obeten no. Into Dr. Lawrence memo wakwa bana afi first question no ya ka ho asem ne abubu.
Yeah, Madisa, when you mean chere, and one say we can't Dr. Lawrence, but and yet or more share yen, any or more mutie yen and name Dr. Lawrence. A binuma can me write up no I'm a trainer, a bit so, you know, Aptimidin, it will be a radio, so TV, so WhatsApp, so but I'm name the real Dr. Lawrence, no. Me a chairman and founder of the group called Friends of John Dramani Mahama North America. Let's say we stretch all over from America, Canada to one of these countries, Mecca. But our boundaries go beyond America and Canada. And I'm essentially chairman and founder of the Diaspora Progressive Movement. And also so a movement be a pushy for the right things to be done in Africa, but especially in Ghana. And the Diaspora Progressive Movement, and it's completely different from the Friends of John Dramani Mahama. It has different membership, different leadership, and all that kind of stuff. And a member of the NDC USA communication team, you know, and because I'm a member of the NDC USA communication team, you know, it gives me the opportunity to write, and I write a lot, you know, and I'm a former member of the NDC USA financial secretary, former NDC USA financial secretary. As a matter of fact, the last elections are for the chairmanship of NDC USA. Contested about 4 years ago. Mene Mamenoa or TCC and Mene contested and or name. And these are some of the few credentials that talks about me. And see, if you come to America, Dr. Lawrence is a household name. I mean, everybody, especially if you are in serious politics.
Okay.
If you are in serious politics, Dr. Lawrence is a household name that you definitely have heard the name, even if you haven't seen the person, or even if you haven't seen the individual right now, you might have heard the name one way or the other. So that is me. Now, Yenko topic, you know, to say is Mr. Jason, right? Justified by the Supreme Court not holding himself up as the MP for Assin North. Justified, yeah, they are not. Oh, beside me opinion now. I can tell you, said the Supreme Court is not justified in doing that. And you see, this Supreme Court, you know, they are a bunch of crooks over there. And Nana Kufuado, a settle or more, Supreme Court. They are not there to administer justice. And I can say it, say, the same Supreme Court, the same people, and yet different people, the same people will tell you, say, Apple is spelled A-P-P-L-E. The same people, led by the same Chief Justice. Obeka say Apple is spelled A-P-P-L-E. And in another vein, in another direction, these people, these same people led by this same Supreme Court Chief Justice, Justice Animia, these same people will tell you, say, Apple is spelled O-R-A-N-G-E. And of course, they will use the law to tell you why yesterday Apple was spelled A-P-P-L-E, but today Apple is spelled O-R-A-N-G-E. They use the same law. But you see, when the thing about being a Supreme Court judge, and I say being a Supreme Court justice, no, well, no, you don't use only the law to judge cases. That is why you are supreme. You use common sense as well. Sometimes where you use the mood of the country to come up with your justice, to come up with your verdict. Because as for the law, it is a two-sword edged. It mika na a cha. And the law no, so person we use law no, tempia with the verdict with the kawasemwa, you would be deceiving the public opinion. Now, Mama, this background because of Jati Kwesi Casey, because in one breath, you know, the MP for Hohoi, Amewu, Honorable Amewu, or no, the any case were caught. And so, Jaja, or the case, no, so, I see, because Supreme, because the people of Hohoi, and to me, may say out their representation at the Supreme Court and at the Parliament, Amewu can go to the to Parliament whilst his case is still pending at the law courts. Sir judge and sir verdict Appiah. Okay, let me put it this way. Now, the MP for Techuma South. Ono so judge no otihono. Ono so say the judge and the MP for Techuma South cannot or should not be allowed not to represent the people of Techuma South because they can't avoid they can't afford to lose out a representation in Parliament. Now, sir, two cases in Appiah and Senate Supreme Court as also echo eba with this okay, my main fan. This man so case no so buy that Jason, right? Now, yeah. And America says, say we a Supreme Court judge, you don't use only the law to come up with a verdict, but you use common sense, and sometimes you use the mood in the country to determine the outcome of a case. And let me give you one example in the United States. Tama Obamacare ebayeno. When the lower courts, have determined how your friends saying the Obamacare, no, whether it should pass or it should not pass. Now, or more lower courts, no, and more judgment, it could do Supreme Court, no. Now, the Supreme Court at that time had 5 Republicans and 4 Democrats. Now, former President Barack Obama was a Democrat. And he was at a disadvantage because he had 4 Democrat justices at the Supreme Court. And Obama, bill no echo through Supreme Court no. Everybody in the country thought say, Edwin said, because the 4 Democrats no what your friend say no Supreme Court no Republicans near 5 no by all means no they will not let the Obamacare pass. But at the same time, no, Obamacare was coming to help millions of Americans get health insurance. And it was left with the Supreme Court to say, the Obamacare is good for Americans to have health care insurance, or it was not good for the Americans to have health care insurance. That was where the Obamacare was at the time it got to the Supreme Court. And as usual, everybody started casting his vote, the justices for no. Democrats for to ma Obamacare. Republicans 4 a woman out of the 5 no 4 against the Obamacare. And there was a tie. 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans. Democrats were not to for Obamacare. 4 Republicans no up to against Obamacare. Now, the Chief Justice, who is a strong Republican and who was nominated to the Supreme Court, and of course elevated to be the Chief Justice by a Republican president, George Bush. And let's just say Obia Dwayne said, Aka Chief Justice John Roberts, Aka Nunkwandia, or a Republican, and he was nominated by a Republican president, and he was going to break the tie, you know. He was going to, in fact, the use of the Obamacare rested on the shoulders of John Roberts, the Chief Justice, who is a Republican and was nominated by a Republican president. And you know what he did? He considered the mood in the country, and he considered the common sense behind Obamacare. Say Obamacare no pass here, and millions of Americans were going to have Obamacare. We're going to have health insurance. He didn't consider the law. He didn't consider the law at all, because the law no always have a double-edged sword. And what Chief Justice John Roberts did was to vote for the Obamacare. A Republican, he voted for the Obamacare. And today, Americans have a healthcare insurance called Obamacare. And going back to what these justices at the Supreme Court in Ghana, no, in fact, when it came to this this man's case, I don't really feel it in. A bad case, no, the Supreme Court, in their common sense, no, should have considered the wisdom in passing a verdict. Now, what they have done is the real case, no, say that man, no, was to be a member of parliament for his constituency. No, that case, no, dear, touch you, almost say they've postponed it indefinitely. But until they hear that case and to show, say, that man can be an MP or not, you know, that man cannot hold himself as a member of a member of parliament for his constituency. Now, we say, this Supreme Court justice say, are they human beings? Aren't they so stupid that they can't think thereafter of a decision they will make, and then don't they know that whatever decision they make, you know, students of law are going to learn from it, and that what is the outcome of the decision now making? You are telling this man there are some judges be at the lower courts say, I can say, they will not allow their MPs, and I say MPs no more case, no, they will not allow them, they will not allow their constituencies to lose representation in parliament. And so long as their case is pending, no, the MPs no can hold themselves. I mean, the MPs no can go to parliament and represent their constituencies. A lower court judge have come up with this decision, and you at the Supreme Court, you have come up with a different decision that so long as the case is pending in Supreme Court, Jason or whatever the name is, he cannot hold himself as a member of parliament. I mean, it is very ridiculous. But the case, no, at the Supreme Court, no, it is whether you can be a member of MP if you're a citizen of Ghana at a particular point of the election process. That is all that the argument is. And NDC4 are arguing, say, you can be a member of parliament if at the time of OPQ nomination, and I said something like that, you know, you were sorry, you were a citizen of Ghana. And MPP, any Supreme Court for so again say you've been sworn in as a member of parliament, you know, you still cannot hold yourself as a member of parliament if your citizenship to the country is in question. So that is the argument. And if this is the argument, why would you tell this man not to hold himself as a member of parliament so long as the case is pending in court? Meanwhile, must suspend it and as a must postpone the case, you know, indefinitely. And to say, no, I think the electoral commission is also, and then the speaker of parliament, they are all in dilemma. Say, should they go ahead and declare that your friends and that seat no vacant? Now, go ahead and by elections and they can do, because the Supreme Court can come back and say, oh, Jachi, case in case, no. Case, no. Okay, now he who said he is the substantive member of parliament. So everybody say not by election now no. Now how would they do it? So the stupidity of this Supreme Court justices, no, has put the whole country in limbo, and it has put the people oh, this the constituency, no, forgotten about this. So the constituency, no, they cannot have representative in parliament so long as the stupidity of this Supreme Court judges, no, is in play. They can't. And the Supreme Court, no, cannot come back and say, oh, now he is a member of parliament. And we know from their 7-0 and 9-0 and 5-0 and all that, we know, they can't come back and say, that man is a member of parliament. They can't. And now, if you can't, why don't you go ahead and let the people know that the parliament, the commissioner of the electoral commission, why wouldn't you let them know, this man cannot represent his people, and for that matter, go ahead and declare the seat vacant, and then go ahead and do the by-elections. And you see, this Akufo-Addo Supreme Court, no, dear, it is very poisonous to the democracy of Ghana. They are very poisonous. They don't judge based on common sense. They don't judge based on the mood of the people. They just judge or give verdict so long as it will help Nana Akufo-Addo or it will please Nana Akufo-Addo. And yes, the same Supreme Court who told Ghanaians, say, birth certificate is not an identification for you to be called a Ghanaian. Now, what ye Dr. Baumia lectures now, or some few weeks ago now, or say, she say, Ghana ni ya wakola, or muya but it's coming up. Say ya wo Ghana. As soon as you no, your birth certificate will be linked up to the Ghana card or the system. So that minim se utia and as a more mutie no se mutia. Or say as soon as you are born, Ghana ni, uye Ghana ni, na ye wowa no birth certificate no will be linked up to the Ghana card. Will be linked up to the system. It will be to the system. It will be linked up to the digitalization no more, you know. Now, if it will be linked up to the digitalization no more, you know. Now, the Supreme Court will say your birth certificate is not an identification for Ghanaians or for anybody to identify you as a Ghanaian. Now, where do we go? Huh? Where do we go? Do we take the birth certificate that is linked up to the Ghana card and digitization and now say we should, what other document do we have to take for we to know that you are recognized as a Ghanaian? Because the Supreme Court has ruled that birth certificates are not documents that can be used to identify you as a Ghanaian. Me Dr. Lawrence Makase, the next government of NDC, under the leadership of incoming President John Dramani Mahama, Oba, Supreme Court Justice Nonju Munimedi. Emra se ewase ye pass emra. Na ye say we Supreme Court cannot be more than 30 years. So that as soon as that law is passed, no Supreme Court judge will qualify to be a Supreme Court judge, and we should kick all of them out. They have outlived their usefulness over there at the Supreme Court. They have outlived omunyansani omunimdie ene your friends saying omunfaso a Ghana for being near through omuhu as Supreme Court justice no etwem. Now I have written something. I've written something about the fact that say President John Dramani Mahama Oba 25. Now your friend saying Attorney General Obeyi no on Timmy, a Supreme Court justices no free swa and your own family. Because personally, me, Dr. Lawrence, I think, say, Ghana would be better served if we don't have an attorney general who can sack all these justices from the Supreme Court. Ghana would better served than say Yebenya an attorney general who will maintain these people. And I say who will keep these people over there. At least the first person who must go is the Chief Justice, Justice Enim Yeboah. Or no, any the Electoral Commissioner, Jim Mensah. These two people there, if President Mahama will maintain them, if President Mahama will keep them, I know he will meet the wrath of the Ghanaian people. Because these two people are not serving, the democracy of Ghana. They are just there and doing things on their own to please President Akufo-Addo.
Their pay, pay
and
master.
Ghanaians, their paymaster. And Ghanaians will never allow that.
Because they say in the Supreme Court, Obi anywhere Ghana has say or G Supreme Court in the extra say NDC for crowd some kowani ebisa ye ho say no mo kopeden wo because baby a wo koyi unim sa ade no walusu na wo kopeden wo inti no Supreme Court judges na nkasa no omo black book bia omo use omo book na nye white inti no omo bia de be pf on say yes black so de nkenye inti enu nti na ama omo so omo black book e ho na omo yi omo judgment ni free inti na de omo be ye bia dodo na ne omo nya adwene na face so no ori asene ma nheda nkoyi we na de obi afa na asem ma me so wa unim sa wabon
yeah. And IMMA-ADIZA, you see me pen say NDC for any Ghana for any cases court to Supreme Court for any no. And to see no matter say, and I say matter say, I know me aware say 3 of the MPs led by the minority group no sending a petition to the Supreme Court say they should stop the implementation of the e-levy. I mean, we all know how this thing is going to end. 9-0. We know it. But
9-0.
But you see, right to say yeah, Ubehu is saying Fasuni so. Then so when the next president of NDC comes under John Mahama Bana, these are some of the things that the Attorney General would base his argument on and say we don't need these current chief justices. Because if you don't have the evidence, how can you kill somebody out? If you don't have the evidence, I heard say they are going to give judgment on May 5 as a May 4. May 4th. They are going to give judgment on May 4th. You see, these people, they think they are smart. The implementation of the e-levy is starting on May 1. And why would they not hear this case if they are really serious? If it is not going to be 9-0, why would not hear this case before May 1? Would they not hear this case? I mean, before May 1, when the implementation of the e-levy is going to kick in. And some way is serious. Some person the implementation of the e-levy. They would have heard this case before May 1 and would have directed the finance minister or they would have directed the government to stop the implementation of the e-levy. But because they are easily predictable, we have already predicted them how the decision is going to go 9-0. And obvious. a day or 2 or 3 after the implementation of the e-levy. And then they will come forward and tell us, say, oh, Tama almost case, na e-levy na nkasakra almost start to implement it. And intina Akobani said, then they have to allow the government to continue with this policy. That is what is going to happen. That is exactly what is going to happen. But Ghana for sure, the next Attorney General and then President John Dramani Mahama, and some of us, we will not allow and I will not agree if these current crops of Chief Justices are maintained over there. I don't menka almost say John Mahama Ba, President John Mahama Ba, or so onfa 20 Chief Justice in Koka Womo. Menka omo sa asem no. Nana Kufuor there as many as 10 Chief Justice and the Diakobu Supreme Court on. Now they are 18. Do you understand? Nana Kufuor the 10 akoka ho. Menka omo almost say John Mahama Ba onfa 20 in Koka ho no. But media say, oh, cleaning up the system at the judiciary. Oh, cleaning up the system, starting from the Chief Justice. Yemfa emrabimba. Kwa omufa so omuyi Charlotte say free hono. We should use the same method to kick out the Chief Justice, to kick out the Electoral Commissioner. That is my position. And I will keep being constant on this position.
So Electoral Commissioner na kura die. Doc, se mebemu a Electoral Commissioner na kura die. Electoral Commissioner otimede different figures beye 7 ebadi ono kura die emra no kura ordinary Ghanaian kura betimi meye yinefe ohia emra ono ne die fa na se pack your tools and leave eno hu hia se JM kura be ha ne ho ono ano kura ma me no exit office by force because ono Electoral Commissioner ono number no figure no onim say figure 1 or B or C or 5 ana or di declare amene de say akola ketu akra nim say wanya de ono ne de wo ho obvious nti ono ehu hia say ye be ha JM be ha ne ho oba ye wo say o pack no okọ.
Yeah,
Ghana form
power suite too. Power suite.
Power suite. And said we heard the way kwa do you super power ne dia ehun hia we no Chief Justice no kra me ye sure so no ankasa betro either resign or you can say by force no or leave no ko onu a obejai me aminim so be resign ne time on so e kro be resign papa adia wadia Ghana play
me say
power suite dia kwaku broni adubroni ya no na osasa na John Mahama ye ne sa na Ghana ye pe Ghana force ye pe no onyi wo mma ye na papa we otimi kofa black book kakraka be sesei
no their judgment no their judgment
same way dear. If I talk to us,
ain't advocate of NDC, the next NDC
Doc, I'm patching to me cat to us. Patching.
Intimacy media me advocate of NDC, the next NDC government under John Mahama, passing a law that would determine the ages of the Supreme Court justices. It should not go more than 50 years. It should not go more. Oh, yeah, more than 50 years, and you can't be a Supreme Court judge. Now, you're cleaning up the system. In fact, there is the need for us to clean up the judicial system. Seriously. Because they are so corrupted that judgment now omode magana for no emwa o minor and they themselves they know it.
Mhm.
They Entina sir minister for your friends saying security or can say the abino ginani say verdict be a free Supreme Court be 7090. I mean, he didn't say it directly, but indirectly, that was what he meant. Says he say abino ginani, abino has freedom to do whatever he wants when it comes to your friends and verdicts, justice now, judges now, justice now, free the Supreme Court in particular, abino is running like that or running free. He has freedom to do whatever he has. Or can't happen the next verdict free Supreme Court by instead of 7-0, it became 5-2. Well, which means they are beginning to fear. They are beginning to fear that and yet the Minister for Security eka yenwa ne ehun nsunsanso no ebeye
Nsunsanso beba.
ehun nsunsanso no betumi aba, and we have a very bad history of that in Ghana. We don't, and they know at the time those incidents happen, either they were in the either they were students of law or they were in some lower courts be somewhere, or they were in the appeals area, or some, I mean, they were in the system. So they heard about it. They knew how bad it was. They knew how dangerous it was. And so instead of coming up with 7-0, it came up with 5-2. And yeah, mom paye. I mean, Madisa, the Omoma si from now bompire. Catching Yankupon say. Sa 5-2 na eba in favor of the government, Sa ilevia parliamentarians diako to Supreme Court, and no Emma 5-2 in favor of our parliamentarians, because I think they are
unim tif anemia boa enye yo womo we ye fe ne krokro de John adanko dada dwe na omo ye no
Madisa,
we ehun ya amun koso na omo nya de omo yo we na omo ko no 7-0 na ye hunu se omako omo ti ba akokra ye be sere omo omo ti so kra ye be sere omo omo ko no 7-0
Madisa omo ti so aye mpene
ai omo ko ne sa we ye kobo we mu ho pae na chief animu ye bu afa ne black book na be ma judgment omo ye ha omo ho omo wo pae bobi anu wa bo se system ni mu aye den 2024 emu ehye ekwan wa nyankopon fa wonuru ho at all cost na ko we still time on sankrofo we kai we kwa de doctor advice we de memfa me penkwani ahode omo te so wan cry be sere omo Ghana for ye bekuru omo pa it omo nkoso no be a birth certificate kra nkyere se we citizen there sankrofo we high ho omo me say birth certificate kra nkyere se
omo ti
omo kono 7-0 omo ye unanimous FC ya to omo di awie mo nsesa omo kono sa na omo bu omo panko na mete ho he omo
amen
dog hi me dia men check omo kra.
And to answer your question, the verdict that came from the Supreme Court concerning Jason or whatever the name is, I mean, it's not
that. James.
James Wong. But I knew the name because I've been reading a lot about him. He's been on there and on social media most of the time. I know the name. I just million Africa, but on meaning say much about him. I mean, in the course of some time, and I'll put his name right. And
and Kroposi or Mafio article we are less busy. I ask, shall see natural why. Na encrofonya enya bin kind.
As from next month, me ya do na ye kwamu a mefiti ase atwere. This time there na ye adjustment ni are very very busy. And an article no say me wo best 500 platforms so. Enti me try I have to spend about 2 hours posting onto every platform. And some of the platforms so post here now people have started commenting. Some are very fast readers. And within the next 5 minutes or less, no more reader, we no more commenting. And ebo ha no more bisa questions, ebo ha na more something positive, ebo ha no more something negative. And you have to respond to all these people, for them to know say you haven't neglected them. And I said, yeah, what and comments no more. Well, enti say me try articles I me post on platforms where who say I have spent about 5 hours trying to work on that write up. Enti say me need 5 hours I don't even post anything. Yeah, that's what it is. And I know and appreciate my fans who have been reading and commenting on my articles and who are even saying that they miss my articles and stuff like that. Next month, which is in the next 2 weeks or so, we will start writing and they will hear from Dr. Lawrence.
Okay. Mema omo bisa me no so aswate.
Me that's it.
Ntine yenko what the one no be see na wabo first topic ne tofa na yakọ the next one.
Well, say because I'm not able to mention the man's name, I'm not comfortable talking so much about it because I don't want to be mentioning name. That is not correct, And then the consistency.
Okay. Your friend me I sent for suno ewo mu mienu. Intini ye wo north and south. Into no ewo ana Canada Japan ye south.
The view Canada Japan was central. Obi the deputy minister.
Ono ye north mum. Okay. Ono ye north mum. Or ye north. But I said first no na ase asen no ane Canada Japan tino. Na me share then ba ono de oye north. Na omo ma Canada me nimu omo sa.
But a man for nyina etwen say wa buroni nti say obeye na ye be wura mu ho a
tino ye nkọ say wa buroni no so ye say wa buroni aka nsem bebre a eye allegation e de ato we no any allegation po say we waka ni plane we onye allegation pictures ni videos nyina circulate na allegation be ni no wo say o man panyini your friend no your friend is saying adubroni the short man short D okro D no ye ne ma bebre ekoso nti no ye nim say kwasiada ye Easter Sunday ne die nsam course wo Ghana ye ni ji fi say me de me kasa mani anje a hey, na me chanto because Nyankopon kra nim say it was one of the most happiest day in my life. Tire say said ye so papa nie papa no na enye no kra we die aba with videos ene ehon kroniba if you say me kai pa say na me hwe TV ana opon kroma ekobie na no ana papa no ode ya asem e de kokan wo parliament na we ni ba na so waye di nti no me pese osan ko no okoka the real papa no is akokra no nana adodankwa ekufu ado show boy adu huni ho ado alias oba sasam no nyina maami e fe no se wa bruni de kan efi se o se wona ne da ho a o ti se ba say ade na nya adwuma odobnada o kan pain ana yeso ye ka bie enye me na menimu no videos ni we nyina wa abonti ase wa broni se oni akufu adoda ho a etise mma mienu ana da ho nti nye me na me ka obi afa na asem am so ti Dr. Lawrence e pa cho hwe bi na utibi na watiti bi video no enkrofo bi anya bi ahwe ade no so ampa ye piece se kokromoti ampa nti no to asoma ye na ye nkoye nim
Yo IMMA-ADIZA me that's any introduction now dear mine no unse se wa broni no Evelyn alias se wa broni no October and Facebook live and it was for 2 hours. I watched everything. Minya daje tie no pa October release now or on Facebook live no. It was for 2 hours and I listened to her.
yes
And no kwesi dey so Kevin Taylor essence so interview no and it was for 1 hour 10 minutes. And so minya daje ana meji daje plans it everything. Do you understand? And omusuro se
yes
omu Ghana na omusuro se omu kase se Evelyn no se wa broni no e kan say etiana na Akufo-Addo e kan say etiana na Akufo-Addo echi omu akobo omu ana omu bekwa kukum omu no omu na omu kase alleged, but in actuality no the thing is not alleged. They are facts. Do you understand? But IMMA-ADIZA,
yes
the Emma asem no eye dangerous. Any the national security aspect of the whole thing. A man for kase say president no any no train plan and fa warm. And there's a president no wenya ni sika no de between plan na after whatever inform. But Mr. Sohana me e fa me ho. E ho na me e fa me ho no because IMMA-ADIZA President Clinton, Bill Clinton of the United States, omo impeaching na non compeso
yes
because only
Monica Lewinsky case no
ekoye a similar thing. Na the Emma Republicans no enya Bill Clinton impeaching no was because say omo pushi Bill Clinton manu be kasaye. And TV so no Bill Clinton said, and I'm quoting him, I have not had any sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. I'm quoting him, I'm not paraphrasing. I have not had any sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. Now, Clinton Babon Timber can't asem no. Let say, or no say, only Monica Lewinsky anye adebia enye. Na omu digging in no Republicans for no digging in because na Monica Lewinsky na onwu ye o not yase. Enti evidence bia omu
not yase.
Every in channel omu nyaye. Enti omu nyasa evidence no omu hu say sa sem na Clinton kind no say we can throw. Because he actually had a sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. And I mean, from what we heard, it didn't go as deep as what Akufo-Addo had with Sewa Broni. Because, there was no, no pictures came out. No videos came out. Hearsay, yeah. Because the Republicans had the pictures, the Republicans had the videos, And that was what they used to impeach the president. And the man who impeach president no say, president no, I lie under oath. Say he had not had any sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. And what I am advocating, the major wa fidike so I can say NDC MPs na wo parliament no. Omumpe kwen bia so Emma Nana Akufo-Addo emra mekasa. Omumpe kwen bia so. Say omra mbekasa.
One kasa o.
Me see.
Nana ode ne ho.
Dabi IMMA-ADIZA. Tama Dr. Baumia economy no ko basa na ode no ho kosi no. Debe na ye ya. Debe na Ghana for ye ya. Debe na Ghana for kan ya. Afedie odimirika ebe ma speech. Sa ne 419 speech no be make ye no. Say at least Emma Dr. Baumia
ono na pesa wo kan wo.
When you
are na ode ne ho de on ma o.
Me say IMMA-ADIZA, when you are hot in your hole now, so we shall bomb na say we no ball pa o ye den u be pie. Enti the American say NDC MPs no any Ghana for yem pe kwan bi so ye nyina meka ho yem pe kwan bi so o platform yi ka ho yem pe kwan bi so na yen kan Nana Akufo-Addo onti say Monica Lewinsky say okuta small dick no mbra be yi no ho ano no mbra
Sewa broni
oh Sewa broni sorry me say wo platform yi me Ghana for NDC for a war parliament yen nyina yen kan Nana Akufo-Addo onti say Sewa broni say ne hu ni ho yenka Nana Akufo-Addo nti say nana Sewa broni abeka say ne kwate ye kete yenka ma heat no embo no amane mbeka say ono kura no oni Sewa broni bia have any
wo say Nadia na ya kete Dr. Lawrence wo say Nadia na ya kete ma anti
o ya kura bone o ya kura bone wo enti me ka ho wo ka ho
if I tell Martina first sumbio mu ma me na mentie
me say ba me ka ho wo ka ho o platform yi ka ho
yo mate
NDC for MP Ghana for nyina yenka kosi say Nana Akufo-Addo ebete say Sewa broni is on TV, Sewa broni is on social media saying say ne kwati ya kete na Nana Akufo-Addo no ombra bonten no mbeka say oni Sewa broni bia anye hweda ana say ombra no mbeka say oni Sewa broni eye bibi na mom opagana fo achew de me pese Ghana for ya direction me pese Ghana for kono no. And next month when I start my write-ups now that is the angle I may push for. Say we should all say it aloud. Say Sewa broni ka say Nana Akufo-Addo kwatisa inti Nana Akufo-Addo me kan kire yen say yampa oni Sewa broni enya relationship bi ana say oni Sewa broni anye hwe na yen take the matter from there. Na de ye no yodom yi de entimi emma yen pichi no because oni ntro ba bia on kan say oni Sewa broni ayi bibia and now one can say oni Sewa broni enye hwe enti based on that no we cannot impeach him on that grounds. Now, then it comes to the security matter. So what Brunino is saying, say, or no crano, sa private jet no, offer ye abra obia crown searching.
Very serious.
Na and yes, sir, MPP for Jimmy for we are never catch and say, because of the president's security, and mean I was a or rented private jet. Na and yet say or they actually and say because of the security of the president, any kind say or Ghana's presidential jet no to kind name I was say or they you renting private jet man that is costing us $14,000 to $15,000 an hour. Then at the same time, you allow somebody who is not in the security deal, who is not a member of the president, a family member of the president, who is not a friend of the president, sir, when it comes to security, not mama say nipa way abefuru plane any na naku fado akotena plane back mu anseti no enti ena at the same time no se wutie oni Kevin Taylor interview na or say omo twen no for 45 minutes na oninam ni ba bi kra ya ne normal. And the president and his entourage were waiting for her. Enti tama eduru se obano na omunyina akra Lucia say omo abrebre, so they were close to the plane no mujina plane no said they were just getting ready to board. Enti everybody was ready except Sewa Bruni. And because Sewa Bruni was not on that flight, the president instructed that they should wait until that woman comes on board. And that woman told us in that interview,
Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes, none in Namni baby normal. I mean, can you believe this?
On fana hokra. Mad.
Enna onukroya President Dina Yedia Manono say upon a president bedano. Na onukrano na onim ho hwe no ne bag omdi ko see president no edaimu. Enti ekoye nanka bomb bi ehye Sewa Bruni bag mu a anka Ghana yedi
easy
ye charge anka by
ye
this time
charge
ye charge whatever
anka yenyina kiebesu na yare ho not know you sank originally originally na yesi e di are ho eni ye di agbada
just imagine sir, just imagine and mu tie mi o de mo de make no say me boa mo kan kire me say Dr. Lawrence de wo kan o boa say a China president he could yet enti sa bag no say na bomb bi shemu a anka say Ghana for ya lose na kufuado ado gaga ya lose
ama yesu kwa
ama yesu
ya lose no
yesu because
buada abrank originally
Madisa se bibi sa koye ena bomb bitu ye na Nana Akufo-Addo wu ya anka ubehu se MPP for the omo Jimmy for no will come and tell us a different reason why the president was killed. They will come forward upon Kruma, that foolish man of a boy. Anka obeba abontin abemayen a different stupid reason why the president was killed. Meanwhile, the president was yes, the president was killed because the chief of staff failed to perform her duties. The national security minister failed to perform his duties. The national security coordinator failed to perform his duties. But these people, after Sewa Bruni has come out and told us the security course, you know, these people are still at their post. The chief of staff, the minister of defense, Patriotic
Metonka MTN wana omububu omumustano
MT
omo system ni down ene mafre omo amensanka
omunim di omo ye so omunim said Dr. Lawrence about show no so they will find a way to sabotage you.
Sebe ya untimi fire.
Sebe ya untimi fire. Well, enti
so omo bua.
Enti say BBC an unfortunate incident here. And the president no ya Anka Kojo Ponkruma will come forward and give us a very stupid reason why the president was killed. They will not even think about the reason why the president was killed. They will not even think about what they were going to tell Ghanaians. They will just come and say any rubbish to the people of Ghana. And yebe na yebe su if we say chief of staff na nyenejuma, minister for defense, minister for security nyenejuma, the security coordinator nyenejuma. And after Sewa Bruni Abba Abontin Abekan Wenum Minano, the chief of staff is still the chief of staff. The minister for security is still the minister for security. The security coordinator is still the security coordinator. Omunyina eyo moduma pepepe ama Ghana for 8 ya womuka. What didn't you because this government is the most stupid government we have ever had in our fourth republic. Omuye Jimmy for planning Jimmy Bibia no more beka no more ye. And apart from that security breach na our president could have been easily killed, no. There is another aspect of the security almost a robbery anka omo ekwa so mo kwa kokum Sewa Bruni no so mo kochino so mo kwa ni den yo nanka eno so that aspect of the security breach eso say the president enam say odwene say enam say president no dwene say Sewa Bruni ewo ni naked pictures, naked videos, whatever documents are, and I say whatever items are Sewa Bruni in one. Because the president Sewa Bruni was normal. I was say Osuma hopeless Adoye to go and stage a robbery. Are we? Enti
hopeless adoye.
Me who say obi a MPP ni a na me hu Jimmy a wa Jimmy. I'm serious. With this Nana Akufo-Addo amamuo we say me who say obi a MPP ni a na me hu Jimmy a wa Jimmy and then yemi na me ka Kennedy Japan and a kaye. Or say MPP for no Jimmy. Or say he doesn't even know why he belongs to that party. But on also where Jimmy come he is still in that party. On also where Jimmy he is still one said, what's in Crawford yet Jimmy? What do you have to 100%? Or we Jimmy from the president to the last laborer in the MPP. Or we Jimmy for walk in Japan and walk out. And I was answering the source to say, you don't even know why you belong to that party. Nase Oka Assembly 2012.
Nase so no so Jimmy B.
Nase who does 5 years after you've stated this thing and you still belong to that party. Na say there who can hear no credit. Munina am with Jimmy. And I'm a party in there is nothing this government has done now. Nyansa same womb. She knew her and now more transfers are there na Supreme Court justice and so good Supreme Court and they verdict and on the deba. Nkwasia verdict and on deba 9070 and on yeti or my many abre because say Ghana no it's gone Ghana caught we don't have any
Ghana ni hobium
na san for Jimmy for we atna so 8 years you think there will be a country called Ghana Nigeria do you think there is a country called Nigeria? You think there's a country called Nigeria? It exists by name. To say Ghana, we exist by name. We are not a country. And maybe namene incrophobia argument. You know, say Biden say the whole your friends saying Russian-Ukraine war no has affected the world. And I make a trum say, world. And I may say, na Sir Biden, I can say the Russian-Ukraine war has affected the world. Do you think he thinks Ghana is part of that world? Biden, can't world that. Would you say Ghana can't world now? Biden can't home. Na MPP for Ukraine.
Ghana na asay no.
Ghana na
beginning no na John Mahama until COVID-19. They say so. Say we are saying kasa no. So utini ye NTA sanity. Obia onya problema. On hwehwe solution. Na ope. Oh, when they say what's in a crank, ye say, be an stab you a tip on coso. Nitina empty. Yes, per solution. Mekai sem rana President Mills, late Mills, eti hono. Eti aodi adieno. Oba see the economy is broken. Is broke. Anna na Akufo-Addo ya yenka na asem no say if the economy is broke, fix it. It's here no fix our casa bebe. Say wadane oba o casa too much. John Mahama COVID. Nanu ya Omicron nyankopon ya da na say Omicron and sheda anche. So or the COVID that ye ma chese odwene ho kra wonte ase. Nanu ya na NDC for any bre ya. Sa ni sika na wogege wo ye fe ne sen no airport no watwam. Meanwhile, so this a car, ba, good year COVID. Ubetua COVID-19. What say chia a recovery tax? Ada COVID now man can na Akufo-Addo nidi no sanana. Just Adam me here will be a me jene ho amenti ase. Me pa cha to asoma yen kwa.
IMMA-ADIZA.
Our power there sometimes.
IMMA-ADIZA. Se wa broni asem no. There are so many ways to it. The sexual relationship and then the security. Now, on the issue of the sexual relationship, no.
Me part Professor Gibson semen can't also or show power to you.
I am watching na mame. Catch and say mission frame no frame ya check.
You must
was no ho bone bebe.
No.
On the issue of sewa broni no. A man for can say president no per se oni no eko or training on no training plan and fa warm but made Dr. Lawrence there family home. And inti me per se me who say President Akufo-Addo oni sewa broni training plan. I just want to know. And I can only know if Nana Akufo-Addo come forward.
Make me person me home.
This Nana Akufo-Addo ebe deny. Enti said the matter no. Wo platform yi me wo any NDC MPs any Ghana for. Yem pe kwan bi so me dem me write ups na metimi dia ye. Also so a big platform like this. And I know MPs have their own platforms, everybody. Moma yem bisa Nana Akufo-Addo na yem hu se yam pase oni nana one sewa broni epna. Na sewa broni abeka se ne kotie kete yam pa na yem hu yenya sa information yi enfi
media me pesa me hu mom e pesa me hu
because she say no obia free Ghana. In fact, I went outside and I was talking to some people and I say, hey, I hear your president has a very small dick. And I'm saying, where from this? And I'll say, oh, it's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. We heard that they say your president has a small dick. And I'm saying, okay, I mean, he's not my president anyway. But if you are saying the president of Ghana, I can understand. Because I have also seen that, I mean, my president has a small dick. I have heard it, but I haven't seen the dick, so I don't know if it is small or not. But he has to come forward and tell us if he ever had a sexual relationship with Sewa Broni. We must know. Ghanaians must know.
Yes, we want to know. So, yeah, pursue because in a year no one straight. Yeah, no crew. Man and
Madisa, one angle would they call. One who said, Near no cry on because Menu cry, yes, yes, so if I said, I would say, not to say, be a rap, who ye meaning because so sad. Well,
Emissary, so I'm running issue, Nadia. I said, yeah, me I could have an album, Metia, you like a video, no BBI a pepe. Mr. Why your video, no mommy being fair? My car, mommy being fair.
Yes, Madisa catch Dr. Gibson said, phone no our friend was, and one of me used to be issue to me for the call no.
Okay.
Dr. Gibson said, who tell me phone now our friend was no, and one of the call no.
Me Pebiaro, me dog video no me say wow benya bi no men fam moment mo de pra. Me Pebia. Yes, Kwado Adi to say, O Kromin Pebi.
I
Mean,
mean,
yes, Adi and I sing Krumano.
Me African market na me general line
Seeing is believing.
Me African market na me general hɔ no mu a me kwa tia me no maka na Sierra Leone for na Nigeria for bi omo aba omo say dog na say yes I say but we saw on social media that your president has a small dick. And I'm saying, but where is this coming from? No, I say, no, it's all on social media that your president has a small dick. And I'm saying, okay, I haven't verified it, but I've also seen it that people are saying my president has a small dick, even though he's not my president. But well, if he has a small dick, we would all find out, you know. Yeah, per se, me wo Ghana for we should be interested to know from Nana Akufo-Addo. Say, ampa oni say wabuni etwempla.
Nana dia onka.
Oh,
onka.
Me see yem
Onka. Video na no mo famra ne onka.
Say wanka, mmadisa wanka Nana Akufo-Addo ontimi pie enkoye public speech bia o baby ebium. Because his first appearance after this interview by Sewa Bruni with Kevin Taylor, his first appearance is to come and tell the people of Ghana whether he actually had a sexual relationship with Sewa Bruni. Until say Obeba out about the cancer, he should not attempt to go on any public forum to make a speech and to address the people. That is
no, Adoga guy.
Baby, I was say a set.
Anywhere Gia, anywhere Gia, or no on Chakiobia.
You see, and Ayana will be answer of Accra FM. Or can be said, Sasemia, Sewa Bruni Nama or Kankrano. Gabi Ochida Kune be dear to mo, any Kenufria Tamu. Or more, I make sure say, sad news no, and get you to Nana Akufo-Addo. Kenuforiata be dear to Gabi Ochida, because uncle for me in some way. Or more, a make sure say, Sewa Bruni interview na, or Yanini Norma, and in them Kroma. Obia kasa Nana Akufo-Addo kwatisa Nana Akufo-Addo kwatisa no almost say they are making sure say Nana Akufo-Addo
what say what say by now what say what say da
Madisa what dia omra me kan kire en say e no kre anantro na Ghana for ye no free your life mu na ye move on. And now, so here na Ombisa Chief of Staff, Minister for Security, and the Security Coordinator, Sanko Fowi. The entire Sewa Bruni and the President ebe through the same planner or more are subjected Sewa Bruni to any sort of search. Conform in some way. They should tell the president why they didn't subject Sewa Bruni to any kind of search before only president no airborne flight no. When they have told us say
na dog Mame kai was sembio. Also question antechi anas expose no. Why na de why call court? President no na sama akwasi na ntechi wo court. Na we papa waka na no atum se wa buluni e be kasa ya kasa. Nti kire se no kore. Say as silence means consent.
Hey, a business says silence is
oh me can you.
A business says silence is good.
Oh there be Nana Akufo-Addo. Oh, now on the silence in your golden dia, consent, or me can. on Phiobia. Ah, no, be a kata when you private me a predict an idea. Or ya grow. Ah,
Madisa. You see, I said,
Obi on fan a condense 2 hours, so on fan a condense you.
I said, one and a kufa.
Some are studying from afar.
Hey,
Me want to say, do you be a minimum, you bet me?
Madisa, oh, yes, I was bringing number 2 and
oh, me patch or there be, and see that.
And the Jana German. But one thing, Madisa, I dear back one, make about Nana Kufuado, any Sawabroni relationship. No one says Sawabroni no in the interview with Kevin Taylor or can say, oh, who president no around 2014, 2015.
Yes.
That time, no. And an MPP for Eddie Papano, President Mahama. No. Well, that was the time. And John Boadu, who is the current General Secretary of the MPP, knew about the relationship between Nana Akufo-Addo and Sewa Bruni. And so, sir, your friend said, Papa no, asem no ba ya, almost say President John Dramani Mahama, anyone trace Guachibi, and a
Doc, me pacho adiano, Doc, me pacho adiani bunimu. It is so bad to me, as so said, 2012, no, 2014, no, and some are free hob and over to me as Swamaya. A uni bunimu.
Na me say 2014, 2015 na Sewa Bruni na only President Akufo-Addo and Namono. That time they were in opposition and President Mahama was the president of Ghana.
Okay.
And that was the same time, 2016. And now they say your friend saying Papa no any trace Boachi asem tomu. Omode ha President Mahama sa to the extent say Mekai say obi mire fili or say Lordina Mahama, Mrs. Lordina Mahama, Ombra na Ombeka the onimfa the relationship between President Mahama and Sewa Tracy Boate. Now, Sana Yahute, say no Yahuse. Sa time na no omude papa no asem no President Mahama no. Na omususu omunim say Nana Akufo-Addo date one Sewa Bruni. Nenso so
Sewa Bruni.
Omo ka share. And now utie Sewa Bruni interview now.
Abashaboni hypocrisy.
Yes. John Boadu or the General Secretary of the MPP, no, he was deeply involved in the relationship between Nana Akufo-Addo and Sewa Bruni, to the extent that he was the betweener or the negotiator for a compensation for Sewa Bruni. So Omoka share and Nana Omode Tracy Boache any Mahama Edin Appiah Omo Wien say Appiah.
Kata wo de so nebia wo di obi de so.
One say Boni no a Omo hihye ma President John Dramani Mahama no. Eno na abuato omo so. Diana Neyman. And I say wherever the name is. Share say yem kum obi woto no. Say Diano and ye kum no so. Mordecai me da say. Hey, Femonia Muslim a watch the Christian Bible. Well,
Sammy Mammy a Christian.
Me da say. And I miss me a Methodist in Timino Mammy ya kwa sorry back. Well, enti Biana Neyman she say yen say Mordecai was no. animguase na omuhihye ma President John Dramani Mahama no sa animguase no a na aba wo mo so sa dua no a na ya sen
ne kese
ana ya sen na Kufuado ni MPP also na yemu bi ye beka se wabroni asemia kwoti se either say ye be impeach President Kufuado and I say ye be to aba no in December 2024 ye beka amagana fo atiase say Nana Kufuado one oni se wabroni etwempna two Nana Kufuado ne sa ne kotisa 3 Nana Kufuado se enye nyame na ye yadomo a obo no ho ban ma ye na anka by this time bomb bia akuno ema MPP for epe another reason why he was killed. And we want to find out why the chief of staff, the national security minister, the national security coordinators, no, we want to find out why they are still at post. Because omuna omwanya omwejuma ye obi edisewa bruni back ekosi danya na President Akufo-Addo ebedem. That was the biggest security breach ever. And an unknown person, even
national security officer Kenda Pakrano or baby dada no ma on the cranny video by into more adwuma
internet said
dada hono adane ho pijama see a designer your friend is no aka down so omodi adwuma mu anti nana do de de ontimi nya ho hwe na ono na ye de start no
so ye pese Hobson or play say obeji enoma free say wabroni ho
hopeless
either from his laptop and from his phone no ye pese ye hu de na is Hobson adoye no na o hwehwe free maame no ho. In fact IMMA-ADIZA, the next attorney general under the next NDC government under President John Dramani Mahama no adwuma oba obeye no ebe chen kurei because all these people have to go to jail.
Cleanups
cleanups because Hobson Adoye is hopeless Adoye is jail bound. The next NDC government should send hopeless Adoye to jail. He shouldn't even go to court for anybody to waste our money and to waste our time and to waste our resources. Hopeless Adoye should go to jail. Under the next NDC government, the Attorney General should pen Hobson Adoye down as someone who is going directly to jail. We will not entertain any the granting also simple. The law is a stone. I mean, when the law takes a stone, it takes time to grind, it takes time to throw it, and yempesa asem not yebium. Yempesa asem not ye. Enti fine.
Na ye ni military regime so ye to ye boss so.
Na IMMA-ADIZA. The Nana Kufuado ye. Odin say ye were democratic regime.
Oh, there be no ye demo military. Ano waka bom.
Na say President Mahama Banon so ye ni sa money ben waye. So no so ba.
Ano dia Kenya hwe na say be ya obeye no ne asem no.
Well, na me ba me na kwantre. Nyame be me na kwantre.
Ko timi ya dia Ghana for penisa nti omia na ni na onye mayen. Ghana boy ensema ma ne ya do ne mo.
Nyame be me na kwantre. nyame bemana kwanchira obeyi an attorney general, obeyi an IGP who are going to help him clean up the system. Clean up all the MPP for Nkwasi Asemi. Me article be say we have to chase these criminals and bastards out of the town. But before we chase them out of the town, no, we have to first seize their passports. And I Godwin Tamaklo, William Godwin Tamaklo, Ijudi or whatever they call him.
Very affinity.
Oh, okay.
Lawyer.
Lawyer. Or travel me article now to say time will tell. And we are waiting. Let us say NDC from penny phone because NDC penny phone will be at least in the law sector. Say lawyers now a one this or mon penny phone or can be. And say me, Dr. Lawrence Matre say we have to chase these bastards and criminals out of the town, but we have to first seize their passports. Nase wakase, time will tell her. It means, meaning say, it is something they are discussing up there. Either say, or more discuss it, and I made the Nankupon Yachem Namatre. And now say, Jemmy Tre, or the court meeting, paying for meeting, look. Na omo akọdwene ho say say sankrofo we ye be dia agye omo passports and san omo adwane Africa kronum. And I know say they will come. I mean as soon as December 8th, December 9th, electoral commission no declare President Mahama President of the Republic of Ghana, all borders should be closed. Immediately, as soon as the electoral commissioner, whoever he or she might be, or declare President John Dramani Mahama say honor the President of the Republic from 2025 onwards, no, that very day all closed. And it has happened, and it will happen again. Once we close all borders, no, nobody can run away with his or her passports. And then Judgment Day will start. Judgment Day will start for some people. Ghana, Ghana, do you understand? And to conclude on Sewa Brunia Semno, Media Macan, I mean, I have three things that I have said. One is that Ghanaians should put pressure on Nana Akufo-Addo to come out and tell us whether he had a sexual relationship with Sewa Bruni. We want to know. Number two, me per se, President Nana Akufo-Addo, Obisa the Chief of Staff, Obisa the National Security Minister, Obisa the National Security Coordinator, say how come say Sewa Bruni and no through the same plane without any search on Sewa Bruni, and whether it was right for her bag to be put in Nana Akufo-Addo's room, whether Nana Akufo-Addo was aware of it or not, I don't know. But whether it was right for her bag to be placed in Nana Akufo-Addo's room. And finally, no, we want to know from the president whether he knew about the staged robbery that was conducted by Hopeless Adoye. If he knew about it, why did he do that? If he doesn't know about it, what is the punishment for hopeless adoye? We want Ghanaians need to know. And in my first article coming out next month, these are some of the things I am going to write about. And I'm hoping, say, Ghanaians will pick it up and begin to act on it so Ghana can move on. So that be a Ghana, now, once we get answers to these three questions, no, then we will know whether to impeach the president or to let him go. But at least at the end of the day, no, wababe can't the unim ever say what doing wasem no, the unim fa wababe can't then say the bechenu, say yen fan chenu, say be impeaching, say ye impeaching, and no dear organa for one sem, and no any in some view. The one in some say, or be back, abe can't and say, any say, and no nympha, say what bruni, in relationship no. Send a quartier kituo, send a quartier yakituo, or power can was them, or power can was them, and no and fire. But we want to know the relationship, whether there was a relationship or
maybe
not.
I know they are
I was a Ghana for you pushing you. I was say, and no, na America for pushing Clinton. Emma Omuhu ya, I did ye buy a buy. And I was a Ghana for you pushing you. That is all I can say about it.
You any answer near bet to us on. Said ye, many I can say. Me brane, Madinina, Benjamin Pabiti. Ne ma me friend Cecilia Laje, Pabita, when you fear, do watch encono 89. Na ye hon hyehyɛ no sɛ de bia me kae tie for no chief mones tetei jale ana Joseph Zor Daniel Kwesi Jioboa ana Eunice Kumasi Yo Kwashi ana Joseph tetei ana Nema ada ebeye no we keeping here Friday 27th May. Brochi agomenya Eastern region ana barrier no so Saturday 28th Presbyterian cemetery ana Sunday 29th Zemaima Presbyterian Church Odumase Krobo and also Eastern region ana ne ma oja omo ekunafo Eddie Christopher Tei Pabiti ana ma oja omo achire ebiye Richard Agomote Pabiti Jonathan Tetei Pabiti ana Benjamin Tei Pabiti ana Joseph na Pabiti ana Elizabeth Natei Pabiti ana Rosina Apatiyo Pabiti ne nananom 17 na omugina John 11:25 to 26 say adofo nyina se emrenu dura ya amome boa wo mo na omunkra omumami echiri kra inti na yebeto aso no wa wote Ghana bia no doc from December ebepim ne carton of fish and as a box of you can say akoko no full chicken ene ne sre no akufuado etimi abomodina de 120 tete 1.2 over and or the atoso box baako it's in the cost of living in fact enye easy wa woto me pa akoko nti na me ka akoko de no because eno na menim If it's a mikoto bi no bi kra se me kwa 229 minimum no. Menya ne 240 and I said 230. It's the cost of living no very high. BBI atutum yatu gas economy ni ade na ase no hwe ne baabi ekwa nanim ana aba kakra. But say niema no a Pepsodent money provisions money de ni nyina abo ayeden. Anwa kra titru na anwa anya fobiom na anwa wa wonim tete onom bottle na bia na ye di bubu odwom no enne say 18 cedis one bottle inti akufu ado de wa beye mine de wa putono aginya mebam ti doc. The cost of living and doing business in Ghana is becoming increasingly unbearable. What should we do to turn the economy around? Yeah,
IMMA-ADIZA. What Ghanaians would do to turn things around is just to change this MPP government. That is the only thing they can do.
And you know,
and that is the only thing we should do. Yeah, beye ama normal aba from ama yesusu ye ho atoye and say ye best san aban we ye be yi MPP ama mo bia e wo Ghana bia free o na ya fa aban foforo e di aba. Now obobo normal ni din no mete say ubo mako ubo oil ubo Pepsodent any normal can but man to say ubo man to say ubo nkruma.
Oh nkruma no eno kra kitikiti bi o I say I say kufu ado jafade na omo kana kitu e bi the boarding ampo udru ha ubesu
man to say man to say ubo nkruma but say no said ye
nkruma ni nyaado anyina abo ayeden
said ye nana kufado econom calipo ema calipo bo koye den no
ema ne boy boy sa na nkruma abo ayeden kitu abi to say
nkruma so bo ayeden what's it saying?
Kitu abi to say
IMMA-ADIZA we ya problem you. Yeah, enti well the only thing
Mr. Siananado yes no sa no ya akola boni na obenyini ye panyi boni.
That topic we dey me nche wo ho because emre no kra so. Enti the American actually Ghana for say. To say Ghana ayeden. Emma obia ndada o say COVID ntia. Ena emma obia ndada o say Russian Ukraine war ntia. If we say IMF country director wabe catch the Ghana for say and sana COVID ban na Ghana economy no na say dada. And the Russian ambassador to Ghana. The Russian ambassador to Ghana onuso be catch the Ghana for say omunya say omo ka Russia and Ukraine war no omo ka say Russia and Ukraine war no ntina ma Ghana yede mom omunya ika if we say Russia and Ukraine war no start February ya Ghana economy no so started say 2018 enti sa nipa mienu wei abeka kire wo say enunti na wo economy ajiagu ene a Emma Obin Dadao say COVID-19 any Russian war no anama Ghana ayedin. And American has said President Biden can say the Russian war, the COVID-19 has created hardships in the world. In his mind, no, and our Casano, one fa Ghana and can world no meaning no Ghana and can. Because you and I know, say it through September, countries, bebre, ebe shemu America ha, say omoba United Nations General Assembly. Me know yenim say. And yes, our countries no more bahanyina asema omobekano and the eduma. In fact, if you crowd the more ample time to speak. Even though all these countries are coming, no, the important ones are they take their speeches seriously. Ghana is not one of them. Now, if President Biden is talking about hardships in the world due to the coronavirus and the Russian war, he wasn't referring to Ghana as part of the world. Ghana and problems, Ghana and countries now, coronavirus, any Russian war, no, are creating hardships. Make I say the deputy finance minister on one of these radio stations, Yebisano why or say Russian war enona ama Ghana ahotre abana or catch there wiase nyina say is because Ghana for ye crash heat every Russia. Na no Bisano say Ghana for crano heat send yedi.
Heat na yedi.
Ghana for send ye defeat. Ghana heat sayanya.
Me who be cry or market start no.
Heat sayanya ye import from Russia. Na say Russia Ukraine war ama Ghana ye dia. And the countries like Poland omsun komunya den. Omo share border with Ukraine. And come so munya den. Omo refugees nyina free Ukraine na omo ho na omo ba no. And come so munya den. Enti ma obi ndada o say COVID-19 any Russian war na ma Ghana yedin. Ghana yedin since 2018 because omo anu omo manage economy no at that time no and hwesu ye. Enu na ama Ghana yedin no. And this is say, who are would me, who are would me no, open say, oh, who told ever Ghana Biomoa and ye, who vote to my MPP, says I won't son. Who vote to my NDC, Suswa, shall suppomuden. Be encouraged to stay with the NDC and be advised to stay away from the MPP because Madisa San Crofo we are omuti amamonenim ewo Ghana no omuni hwe bi mo mbeye wu. I keep saying this. You see Nana Akufo-Addo need the
Omakwapem
omuni hwe fufuro bia ombeye bio. Na ye are you report
omunim say omunim ni yeye
ye are you report nearby na almost say Ghana's economy will change next year and that there will be employment and corruption will go down. No? They don't know who they are talking about. Nana Akufo-Addo cannot reduce corruption in his government. They cannot do anything that is going to improve the unemployment situation in the country. They are not going to do anything that is going to improve the general economy of Ghana between now and 2024. They can't do anything. Omo apem. Si say omo dia ni say ade chia omo mra office. Na omo ba officer omo mpaye ni say bibi boni bia nsi. Na nwure no omo asan so apaki omo bag. No omo akotro mu V8 mu no omo kofie.
Na omo ko.
Empire omo bua no kosi say December 2020 December 7 2024 beba
24
na Ghana for apamo omo afri amamu no.
Na ma sayo omo ne ma ne biom.
No, this time they can't rig the elections. This time they cannot rig. I mean, NDC for extraordinary to protect. I mean, to protect the rigging machinery of the MPP. I am saying it. NDC for and prevented the MPP from rigging. The only thing Ghanaians will do is to vote massively for the NDC. Once you vote massively for your candidate and your party, which is the MPP, and the difference between NDC and MPP is 1 million and more, no, their rigging machinery has collapsed. That is the secret. That is the secret. Say Ghana for everything ashe NDC for ni nana John Dramani Mahama anim. No more vote massively for the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. The rigging machinery of the NPP will collapse. Because as soon as the vote between the MPP and NDC becomes 1 million or more, they would have known, say, Ghana for
Ombe Jemu. Ombe sa apostle.
Ombe Jemu. Ombe Jemu. And that's the antidote to the rigging machinery of the NPP. NDC for it in 2016, our machinery broke down after 2 hours. We tried it in 2020, our machinery broke down after 2 hours. We can't continue to letting our machines breaking down after 2 hours after every election. We can't continue like that. Which means we are not serious when it comes to tabulation and all that kind of stuff. Nemom segji yen semwa ye beka chire omo etum na omo ko to abanu hwim ma NDC for na the vote difference becomes 1 million or more. MPP na kasa in the BJM ama NDC for and said the makano sa dana electoral commissioner Ebeka Senate John Dramani Mahama and the president of the of Ghana, no, that very day all borders closed. Nana Akufo-Addo would obedi Amamonu in that 1 month, no, from December 7th to January 7th, no, from December 7, 2024 to January 7, 2025, no, Nana Akufo-Addo will be president of Ghana with the borders closed. Young Kasa NDC for you better to me no up to border and make sure say ubie nyane ye nyina o man no say ya ye nyina na yetim nti o man no said o mo sia say na kodru no ye nyina ye betenem obi ye beje obi a passport Nana Akufo-Addo included. Nana Akufo-Addo ye beje ni passport. Gabriel Chidako, you're betting the passport. Bedia Tour, you're betting the passport. Ken Forata, you're betting the passport. This guy. Now,
when you say it was secret and added to a bunting. Any secret and added to a bunting.
Madisa, omuntiminya hwehwe. Na se ya tuaba. Na se NDC are winning by over 1 million votes. There be no betimi aye. Nana Akufo-Addo will rule the country that has its borders closed. Yankasa be close borders no. And we will take every passport from all these people. Nana Akufo-Addo will see this passport. The dear two Gabi Ochidako, Kenofori after or Safuma for these 5 people. And Bomti, Nana Akufo-Addo, Nimiano, Bomti. 6 people, these 6 people, we will make sure say ya do in our passport. Edia Koma IGP, a local dino, a local piece. No. We're gonna do that.
What they come IGP, dear he, Dampare. What they come my Dampare.
Debbie, set me new say. Me new say President Mahama onim the obey no IGP. He knows it. Nana President Mahama.
There be say Enru Honum no na yenyi IG. Now ye no great no. IGP ya what day. Obeda mo ma bebia.
Madisa. Enye Dr. Dampare ne beye nana ebe President Mahama IGP. Intinde wo relax.
Oh, so on ye IGP na ono oda. Oko parliament a okoda. Na wo de ade okoja na obeda me abebia. So ono de. So you funny serious be open that. So ono de oda dada. Chief Justice oda dada nti na owa black book no. Ono oda dada nti ono on a black book. Na Dampare de so ono ko ya abrantie. Yenim say on na sa ono kra wo che enkokrafo no. Oda serious.
Yeah.
Serious. Ana Kenofori ata de ono ayemfa ne nka asem dada ono oda. Ono so dada.
Yeah.
Nti na Ghana economy no ada no. What they want to see now?
We got 10 minutes to go to a meeting. And 10 minutes, yeah, okay. I mean, some more, yeah, ya can tofa. Said at least this video here, it will be.
Oh, that's a sona many be so me dear app. Okay, you.
Okay. No. Maybe 10 minutes, no dear. Maybe dear, me, but I'll wait until you also sum yours up. Now for the program, baby. Now we talked about we talked can Supreme Court any asking of MP no assembly can say your moye no justified and make sure say a lower court in Ghana ehu nyansa say hohway constituency omuntimi abra omudi amewu asem no omuntimi nka say amewu entena fie say the be hohway for enya representative in parliament and at Techiman South a lower court in Techiman South ehu nyansa say omumma Techiman South MP no entena fie abra omudi na asem say omoye sa Techiman South for a representative in parliament. But unfortunately for Ghana for the whole Supreme Court now was a omudi nyan sani adwene ana edi omo asem no omo no timi kachre the Asin North MP no jachi say ono die na asem no edaso wo court no ontimi emfre no ho say oye MP ena oni ho kwan say okọ parliament ho. In other words enkrofo na wo si omo ananmu ewo parliament ho no omo die they can lose representative in parliament then you come to know say na no better say a Jimmy for Ninquasia and a good Supreme Court on omo nwene ehunu say ade na omo ye no students be at the be part of exams judge be ebe gyina so e de abu atem ana asem ewo ne court enti se omu bu asem no was say apart from the law no was say omu use common sense and good judgment and the bu asem. Now this same Supreme Court catch and say wuntimi enyusu birth certificate and say we again and so the vice president so catch the and if free maybe I be background. Yeah, wow, birth certificate. No more linking it to Ghana card. No more linking it to digitization. And it's a document neba bit me identify or no papa no bit me identify neba as a Ghanaian and as a not as a Ghanaian. Now, and they can't say what Bruni asem. And I say what Bruni me say, no man me and son am de maka. Me say Nana Kufuado. Ihnya say obekire yen say obekasa. Na ochire yen say one say wa Bruni etwen plan na. If you say wa Bruni no dia de nam social media, radio, so TV so baby I say one Nana Kufuado atwen plan na ne. Enti e pese ye hu say de say wa Bruni ni na mo keka no Nana Kufuado eyampa ana enyampa. Only no have a sexual relationship, and I only now have Ghanaian to know. And number two, me pese me use who affiliate na me bisa, and I make say, come as say wa Bruni a full play no with the president no. According to say wa Bruni no, omo am born search biya no. Nana Kufuado, ombisa ni chief of staff, ombisa security minister. As the Minister for Security, as the coordinating secretary, coordinating minister for whatever it is. And number three, Hobson Adoyedin Abam say or stage arm robbery on Sewa Bruni. And this is a percent and I could for the back catch they say no nim who bibi and I know nim who she. Na say onim who bibia. Necessary were use yen security apparatus edi edin sem phone na onim hu bibia so a ede ben na oye Hobson Adoye ede ben na o ka tell Hobson Adoye odunu ko gina court ana o manako free. Now these are some of the things I may see the next chief attorney general of the next NDC government and Nana Kufuado. These are some of the things that omoba omonhwehwe emoyen.
And Nana Kufuado biom. Doc can ye Sampie bewo. What's the next attorney general and Nana Kufuado there can follow. There under him.
And the man from here may say the next NDC government under John Dramani.
It's can ye. Hey,
the next
and the father Nyamin Pengu.
The next NDC government under John Dramani Mahamano. Attorney General no obey no. These are some of the things now. Obeshim ama no cry woman Ghana for him. And third one, we say no more yedin. Na diebe na Ghana for ebeye. Ama insachrayaba. And I may answer say the only thing na Ghana for beye ama insachrayaba. And say ye best sa MPP aban we every so. Na me tre article be say we should chase these bastards and criminals out of town. But before we do that, we should seize their passports. And a lawyer Ejidi Tamakuro actually was yes a time will tell. And the time is going to be 7th December 2024. As soon as the Electoral Commissioner declares President John Dramani Mahama as the President of Ghana, all borders will be closed. Nobody moves out of the country and nobody comes into the country. Nana Akufo-Addo will run the country from December 7, 2024 to January 7, 2025 with the country with its borders closed. And yen ena NDC for any Ghana for yena yebe enforce that law no. Yebe say as soon as the Electoral Commissioner declares President John Dramani Mahama as president no, yen yebe ensure say the borders of Ghana will be closed. Nobody comes in and nobody goes out. And the people that we will target are Asante Bedietu, Nana Akufo-Addo, Gabi Ochredakon, Bomti, the finance minister Kenuforiata, and the senior minister Osafo Mafo. These are the 6 people we are going to target. We will make sure their passports are seized. We will make sure the country, the borders of the country is closed. And the Attorney General that the President, John Dramani Mahama, is going to appoint, he would ensure that fairness and justice is given to these people. And that the Attorney General will have a responsibility to clean up the judicial system, starting from the Supreme Court, starting from the Chief Justice, all the way to the last, watchman, or the last, the last such persons in the courts, within the Dr. Lawrence Manuesi.
Meda sibebre stem tonsa efre wona oje na obaye nyame sha megidi se emrepem me sato me safre wa abesan ba.
Oh, so say mom dear, if free next month to come, may you free kakranti abeye.
Mate intino me safa akonya we so ada adofo ase Uncle Benjamin Pabiti, Nana Hema, Evans Darkon, sorry Daniel, Udino, the assassin on me refi, and now watch me Bobat next week, no my bonny ye. Na Mebra Sumaila, Abdullah, Anna Audu Isaka, Dr. Jerome, Paul G, Chairman Marvin, Hajia Sadiq, Mama Lou, Rahina Linda. Hawa Tafu Women's Organizer still maintain. Anna Mama Tundra, Tundra the Mama, a woman with enough body. Anna Malam Osman, Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer, Ma Becky, Women's Organizer, UK, Ireland. Anna Mebra, Kwame Tevia, Anna Mebra, Mr. Esen. Kwesi Joseph ene Sabatu ene ehon enkeka ho na mechi adofo nyina say moje bre mesra mo me say afei na me YouTube channel no grow inti no ya mo nko subscribe mami mo subscribe na mo share video no so enfa mami medamase pa na ye woda senne na last week no so blessing na ane baye na yentimi assign off say MTN adaroma sese kura ejina no direct one na sisi a akleke me na mecha eno atum ana ejina nti MTN de onwa yi na ayese beans no enkoye se Ghana economy Inti ni yebefa ye ho adwene enche. Ti meda obi ase ye woda sene meda mase na Dr. Lawrence di yebefa akonya we so aka kire etie for say omuma bye. Okay.